Hi there, my name's Stephen Reardon, and today we're going to go over my online training module entitled Restoring Wildlife and Fish Habitat in the Gulf. Here you'll see my key facts and priorities infographic. I had a little trouble putting them together because of how I broke them down, but basically it goes over why it matters. Our Gulf ecosystems support diverse wildlife, fisheries, and economies. Without restoration, these areas are vulnerable to human impact, storms, and climate change. And they protect shorelines, filter water, and provide habitat. The goals are to protect coastal wetlands, rebuild oyster reefs, restore seagrass beds, and conserve marine species. The benefits are biodiversity. Restoration increases wildlife population and improves health of ecosystems. It combats climate change. Barriers like oyster reefs and wetlands protect communities from sea level rise and storm surges. And it provides an economic boost, which helps support coastal businesses, tourism, and fishing. What can we do? We can reduce pollution, limit chemical runoff and plastic that harms coastal habitats, support restoration projects, volunteer and advocate for funding, and make better choices. Buy seafood that supports sustainable fishing practices. Wetlands, seagrass beds, and oyster reefs are priority areas for action. Here you see my IAP mind map. I could have done a better job of centering this, but basically it explains the central theme, which is wetland habitat restoration along the U.S. Gulf Coast. The main branches are industries like oil, gas, and shipping. This includes concerns like compliance cost, navigational concerns, and infrastructure risk. The economic concerns, mainly the tourism industry, they focuses on ecotourism development and beach preservation. Environmental NGOs emphasizes advocacy for policy change, biodiversity, and focus on ecological sustainability. The local communities highlight coastal protection concerns, environmental awareness, and fishing dependence. The government agencies cover state-level restoration plans, regulations, permits, and flood mitigation. Here you see the IAP podcast, which I did on another podcast entitled Narrative Persuasion, that explores how storytelling can influence beliefs, attitudes, and behaviors. It dives into the science behind narrative techniques, showing how stories connect emotionally, shape perceptions, and persuade listeners more effectively than simple arguments and facts. Here you have the narrative video storyboard, which is 5 stories based on different IAPs that are being affected by climate change and human interference. I hope you enjoy them.